I've been homeless off and on for 20 plus years.
If you lose your job, you don't have health insurance, and you lose your support, then you're going to be on the streets.
Well, it kind of takes you by surprise, and you don't really even know it's happening.
I never thought I was going to be here. Never.
The goal of Albuquerque Heading Home, of course, is to get people who've been on the streets off the streets and into housing.
When you do find some people that are willing to help you, it's amazing. It's inexpressible, you know, how it makes you feel. That there are people out there that still care.
Back in 1996, I got hit with a beam. It broke the side of my face and my head, and I ended up with a traumatic brain injury.
I fell 11 feet straight down on my foot. I busted my tibia in 3 places.
I had a preconceived notion that most people who are homeless are there because of drugs and alcohol. However, I think the cause and effect is a little tricky, and sometimes alcohol drug use comes after other things happen.
After the accident, it was really bad. That's where the depression, PTSD, anger, anxiety, bad. Just don't want to admit it. Like I say, I was a construction worker in the service, and I can't do none of that anymore. That had a lot to do with my drinking. It is amazing how alcohol can ruin someone, especially me.
They say it could take up to 1.5 years before I recoup and try being on the street for that long and trying to mend and get well.
When people are living on the street, that deteriorates their health condition. Imagine being released from the hospital and then recovering on the street, tending to an open wound or changing some patches that you might need. Housing is a health solution.
If you don't have clean clothes or be able to shower, nobody's going to hire you.
It's hard to make your way back, you know, when you can't work. I got laid off from my job, and it's hard to, you know, get the deposit up, get the rent up.
I had no sense of what to do.
I talk to men here once in a while who feel that there's no hope, you know, and nobody cares about them. And so we try to take care of that caring part. And then the hope, of course, is getting housing.
Albuquerque Heading Home prioritizes those most in need, both in length of time on the street and in their health conditions. And when they're at the top of our list, what that means is we immediately move them into permanent housing.
When I was at the mission, I went to another program called New Mexico Solutions. And I was in a program there that got me a caseworker. And that caseworker is the one that gave me a number to give to Dorothy Ortero. I went and saw Dorothy for many, many months, every Tuesday and Thursday like clockwork. Some days was real depressing, but I stuck with it. And one day I got that voucher, and I was so relieved and so happy. You know how people move in, you see your apartment? I didn't even see it. I was just so happy I moved in. It was so cool, it was so comfortable to have a place to live.
When somebody gets a permanent place to live, I think, in an odd way to put it perhaps, it's the end of a dead end.
When you give somebody a home, you really affect a much more long-term improvement in that individual's lives.
The reason that I'm more successful this time than any other time is I've quit drinking. I do everything that the doctor says. I haven't missed one appointment in 2 years that I've been housed. I mean, I haven't missed one appointment.
What I love about this organization is it's solution-based. It's constantly striving to find solutions to our most complex challenges. And when you hear the individual stories and you see the expressions on people's faces, to know that there is a place for them and that people care and they're going to get the help and support they need, it's just life-altering, it's life-changing.
We find in people what we're looking for, and if we expect the best, that pulls the best out of them.
I pay my rent every month. pay my bills every month. I'm back together with my family because they never wanted nothing to do with me, and now they're kind of proud of me.
You know, in life you need to love and be loved and have something to look forward to. And by going through this experience, they gain that.
Every day is something different. Every day is something new. And every day is something better.
I'm always moved by the potential in someone. And to be a part of work that allows me to pull that out of somebody and give them hope, even if just for the 5 minutes that I interact, is always a privilege.
At this point, it would mean a lot just to be able to have my own place to call my own.
We see a lot in the current system across America. We're looking for short-term solutions, and that doesn't work, and it's actually more expensive.
You gotta have a place to live to get yourself going. You've got to have somewhere to make a new start.
If there were only 5 people who were experiencing homelessness tonight, we could solve that. It's not 5, it's many more, but it is still finite. And if it works for 5, we know it can work for the next 5 and the next 5 after that.
In Albuquerque, Heading Home has got me back on track. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me. It really is.